So, while giving people some time to show up, I'm gonna go through my current setup and see what I can, if I'm gonna want to alter something. So currently we have two mobility skills, some damage buffs, some support abilities, and one AoE ability. So Ricochet can hit up to 3 targets, while Barrage can hit also 3 targets. Barrage deals less damage, and has a higher AP cost, but does allow me to freely target, while Ricochet requires them to be grouped together. I could also take Pin down instead, but while Cripple is good, if I want my Archer to CC something, I always have access to the full complement of custom arrows, so in that case I can just knock down arrow, because knockdown goes on the same as pin, and if they're wet, I can shock them to stun. They have slowdown for slows, obviously. I will also get cold arrows, which can set chilled, which can with cold as well, can freeze them, so doesn't feel as necessary. So I think I'm gonna keep the current setup, because Adrenaline is also probably the best non-source skill in the game, arguably, because it advances your turn slightly, and that is actually really powerful. So we got the Prince, who's got all his skills except for summoning Cat Familiar, and he's not a summoner, so well, Cat Familiar is useful to do swaps right now. While the extra mobility would be good, 2 AP is a lot to ask of him right now. Losa has a lot of abilities. Probably needs more memory. Right now, we have the core summoning skills. Has Armor Frost, Rain, Restoration, Ice Fan. Wild Power, nice. Whirlwind and Rush is good. Right now we don't have slots for it, and the others are more important. And finally we got our Wizard. Right, here we have a lot of options. Granted, we also have a lot more memory here. He has 3 more than anybody else. So we have a lot of access to many. But then what we have right now is Peace of Mind, which is the stat buffs are good, but where it really shines is the CC removal. So it removes Blinded, Charmed, Terrified. So the most important there are Charmed, Terrified, and Sleeping, I'd say. Blinded is also good, because those are the ones we're gonna run into most. Contamination and Ignition are they're good AoE skills for close range, although let's keep those in mind. Teleport is given. It's too versatile. It's also crowd control, because as long as they're not fortified, you can just get rid of melee enemy. So we have Fireball, obvious choice. Good damage, sets an AoE area on fire. Dazzling Bolt, a bit expensive, though it's AoE, gives me versatile damage. Have it alongside Electric Discharge. Searing Daggers control the AoE of fire. A bit smaller than Fireball, deals less damage also, but gives me a little bit more pinpoint. Ignitions can be useful. Worm Tremors. I'm a bit torn on this, though. I did notice that assuming that you strip the armor, this is a really good. This is very useful for CC, but I probably won't ever use it for damage, which is worth remembering. It's the I would probably use it as for entanglement, if nothing else. Fossil Strike. It's the Earth equivalent of Fireball. I think it's slightly smaller AoE. 2 meters versus 3 meters, so same range. Otherwise, slightly less damage, though that's not very noticeable, to be honest. Also sets up the oily surface, which can be very useful for spreading fire or slowing. So it's let's actually check. It's 8 meters, and this is 14. Right now, this is our one source of poison, which is a good additional damage source, so I'm gonna want to keep it for now. Probably gonna want to replace it with something else in poisonous, especially as soon as Ifan gets a new. As soon as Ifan gets a new talent, I am probably going to take. It's either I'm going to take. Where is it? Savage Sword Leech to give him crit on his spells, or I'm gonna take Torture. And at that point, I really want to have an additional poison source because he will ignore. And at that point, I'm going to be more aggressive with Entangled, simply because he doesn't care about magic armor anymore. Then, so yeah, I'm probably gonna take Torture next and let the damage sources be some others. But that will also mean that I need another. I need an additional. Poison source. But, right, let us continue. This was a bit of an impromptu stream. I felt a little need to continue. So, we stepped into this cave at the end of the last stream, and the cave was hidden, so there is something mystical going on here. So let's see what we can find. What is wrong with your cave? So, let's get some mushrooms. Yeah, there's definitely something mystical going on here.
Ha! Look at you! How'd you get that red skin, lobster? Sit too long in the sun? Or do you paint yourself whole red every day because you think it makes you look special? What else makes you special, lizard? You're eensy weensy.
Let's see here now. No, we will not accept that kind of talk.
Quite the vision, aren't I? You should go. Before you get hurt.
You're the one who's going to get hurt. Well.
An illusion. This fellow must be quite proud of himself.
So, I'm gonna test these. You probably won't get knocked out. Why would you?
Ha! Clever.
Backwards! Our shield has gone mad!
Okay. Oh. This is way too open. I don't trust this. Oh, no. Let's see here now.
Didn't I tell you to leave? Wasn't I clear that you're not welcome here?
Let's put you in the corner to see what's going to happen.
You can't teach a fool anything.
I just don't take orders from, I don't know, people whose first instinct is to insult me. Very well. So, Trump toy, and Trump toy. Okay, so you have a bow, you have a sword and shield, and you have a staff. Okay. So if I just charge you, and none of you would have a reason to charge and turn around, so I'm going to atrophy you, so you can't. Hey, look, you couldn't even do anything. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So let's. You can drop that one. Shock you as well. Frost. Let's rain. This will make her wet and trigger elemental affinity. And then she can conjure incarnate. Now the question is, he is undead. This will mean that my incarnate can do some fun stuff with it. And Varsity Infusion. So, my incarnate can now heal you, which will set in regeneration, and then do range attack. Before you're done, You can now reveal yourself. You have a height advantage. Good. So just shoot him. Nope, your sword, you can't do much. Even your shield. Yep, that'll hurt slightly. Standard combination for her would be flesh sacrifice to get an additional blood arrows to gain some additional damage. Shoot, that will kill you. That's actually surprising. This time I'll jump you forward. The reason I jump here is because she probably won't need to reposition, and she has Cloak and Dagger. And Tactical Retreat sets haste, which gives me a back at that point next turn. And shoot you. Oh, I didn't expect her to do that much damage. Well, that just wraps that entire battle up. Though, he did drop stuff, but no corpses, so he's probably still around. He's gonna continue to annoy us. I don't trust this chest, but yeah.
Poor. Ha! Poor. Poor idiot. Poor idiot.
At least we get to beat up on him multiple times. Maybe I should check that. It's generally good advice to keep tabs on the minimap because it shows where you can walk. This water I don't trust.
Careful now. That's a trap.
That wasn't revealed. Hey, look! There actually was something in it.
Careful. I've spotted a trap. That looks dangerous. But maybe I can disarm it.
Why would we? That mast. Oh, okay. Just move back. Shoot.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
There we go. Right.
What? Well, it takes one to know one, mate.
I'm guessing silver isn't unlimited.
It's a riddle, isn't it? A conundrum. What's it you'll have to solve? I thought you looked clueless, right? Thing is, it's about the letters, isn't it? One for each thing. Easy. Yeah, sure. Hope you don't die. Well, nice to meet you too. Rude thing.
Oh, thank you, Silver. That's a chest. I wonder what this crystal actually is. Leather pants. Probably useless. Let's check. Okay. We got some new gear. So... Pants. Worse than what I have. Pants. Better than what? Bit of a 50-50 on whether it's better. Generally, yes. It has more armor, but I lose very slight amount of movements. Right, let's hear now. So, you already have more magic armor, so I lose 2 magic, gain 3 physical, so in this case I'm probably wagering better. So, I'll keep... Let's hear now. Definitely worse, and technically better. It's a bit of a toss-up. Nobody has the finesse to wield it, and nobody has. So I'm gonna hold off on. I'm not sure. This is a bit of a toss-up. Right now we have 2 lucky charm, 0, 2, and 1. So I'd honestly say a bit of extra armor is probably better. So, like so. And this is slightly... This is a bit of a... Lucky Charms is a bit of a gambling skill. If you're lucky, you get a lot of extra stuff. If you're unlucky, it never procs. So... And for me, it's... I don't feel I'm gonna... It's not gonna be that necessary. For the simple reason that I'm only playing on Classic, not on the harder difficulties. So I'm actually gonna be a little bit greedy and take the decorational weapons and shields. Not because they're great, but because they have some value. Right, let's see.
You come to find, you come to search, but you won't find the way. A pity.
So, how do you show
Brachus
your
has willed it. Trompe l'oeil must abide. You have met the unfortunate guardian of this vault.
Yes. I've had the
Judge
displeasure.
him with a forgiving heart. Fate has been unkind to him.
So you say.
Do you wish to move forward?
But of course.
Listen closely and make your attempt.
Right. There's gonna be some sort of riddle.
Brachus is a bloody, rotten, thieving, very, very awful fellow. Some even call him a cur. A cur is...
So... Brachus is a bloody, rotten, thieving, very, very awful fellow. Some even call him a cur. A cur is... So... As Rat said, it's all about the letters. So... Brachus, bloody, rotten, thieving, very, very awful fellow. The key thing to note here is that very is repeated twice, and in Brachus, C is repeated twice. So, if you look at the progression of words, each word corresponds to a letter. So, B corresponds to bloody, R to rotten, A to thieving, very to C. So, a cur would be a very awful rotten.
Either you're very good at guessing or the slightest bit clever. Let's find out for certain. Listen closely and make your attempt. Source is a scourge, a devil, a misery, a blight, a hex, a curse. And yet, the cure is...
So, this one is definitely not. It has too many letters. This one is only 3 letters. So naturally, by that pure process of elimination, it should be a hex, a mystery, a blight, a curse. And if you check the corresponding letter, the second to last letter in source is C, a hex, which in option 2 is the first, which corresponds to C in cure.
Perhaps you're not totally incapable after all. Or maybe Trompdoy told you the answers, is that it? Is he hoping you'll... It doesn't matter in any case. The path is open. Go freely. I know little,
So,
but you have proven yourself a knowing traveler. I will answer what I can. Brachus Rex discovered the way. This he researched here, upon this isle. He could remove the source from any creature or individual. I saw the stars he used myself. They were most impressive.
so Brachus Rex, the ancient Source King, made staffs that could remove the source of anything. This seems very much like what happens to the silent monks, though.
Brachus Rex has charged him, tried him, convicted and punished him. I know not the crime, but he has been sentenced to remain in this vault for all time and to prevent others from entering.
Yeah. So, and we know that the Source King was like centuries ago, so Trumfdoy has been here for at least centuries. Which would explain why he's an asshole, but I mean, he's still an
Trompdoy
asshole.
was...
This is a false door. Ooh. Golden cutlery is always nice because it's worth so much. Let's shake this. This is literal junk, but yeah, the paintings are worth it. Oh yeah, the plates are also worth it. So let's loot the place.
You see yourself in the mirror. It's quite a sight.
Of course it is. It's me. False door.
I'd say we should stop to talk, but I'm swamped.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my leave. That joke was terrible. Let's see here now. Probably not. So let's see what's on the other side of this door. There's something fishy going on here. Sibyl. Oh, nothing. Okay. I mean, free stuff. Of course. Right. So, well, no, we don't have anybody who uses daggers, and we probably never will. So, these boots require strength. Nobody else will have the strength to wear them, and they are worse than what the prince is already wearing. So, off to the junk pile it goes. Let's see now. Crafting Bible 1. Okay, some couple of new recipes. Good. Don't need that anymore. Fill up the 7 gods. The 7 gods were still young when they decided that each of them should have their own race to guide through the eternal flow of time. Thus it happened that Ralek, the most powerful of all the gods, became the patron of the humans. The burly Duna created the dwarves in his own likeness, and even lived among them in their mountainous caves. Tyr Calendrus, the poet, went into the woods and created the elves. He blessed them with near immortality and wisdom. The reptile goddess Sorrel Sita wished to command a proud warrior race, and thus she created the lizard people, fierce fighters of the wasteland. The god Rogrir, renowned for his brutality and violence, created the orcs and enslaved them for more than 300 years before he left Rivellon. Santia, the goddess of mirth and laughter, wanted an intelligent race, versed in the art of magic around her. She created the imps, were talented magicians and engineers. The goddess Amadia was an outsider and preferred to live in complete solitude. Over the centuries, as the centuries passed, the 6 races spread over the continent. One day, Amadia's dalliance with a wizard resulted in the birth of several demigods. She granted her lover immortality, and then decided she should act as the patron mother of the wizards. The wizards are not considered a separate race, they have always had their own goddess to pay tribute to. So, the game mentioned 6 races, 4 of which are playable. We have the humans, the dwarves, the elves, and the lizard. The orcs, I don't know if they've ever been playable in any of the games. However, I do know that the imps are part of another Divinity game, Divinity Dragon Commander. Very, very interesting game. It's an RTS slash... It's an RTS with some fair amount of role-playing elements and political intrigue, and honestly it's one of the more fun political games I've actually played, as you take on the role of a dragon, I guess I should say, and fight in a succession war, and you command armies, and you do have advisors from each of the major races, with the exception of orcs as well. So, poison flask and a source orb. Probably is gonna be a waste, but crafting Bible. Make another crafting Bible. What's these books? The little book of big boobs. Rain and lightning, blood and oil. These are the ingredients of Rivellon's most explosive recipes. Consider these combinations when trolls come seeking a holiday feast. Fire and water for a nice sizzling steam bath. Fire and oil, small contained place that just isn't enough. Fire and blood. There's nothing more fearsome than a cloud of blood. Fire and poison. Consider the blast your guest main course as you missed. And remember, you can add electricity to any cloud for a shocking spicy finish. So this one goes through a couple of elemental combos. And the fact that you can electrify any cloud. Silencing of Source, I think we read that already. Crafting Level 10. Simple Rhyme. More. Let's see here now. Firestorm Grenade. Rhyme of Scribes. Rather strong is described in the book, but the words of magic crawl into your head and give you new insight. On the Isle of the Dead, before they rise, you will hear no farewells, no goodbyes, for it's only a matter of time before they're summoned back to life by the magical powers of the sea. The very essence of to be, to be, to be, to be. Ah, Resurrection Scroll gives us a new true brewer, so highly sought after potion brewers, harvested, giving thick skin. This is probably going to be a physical arm, for physical armor. Crafting, 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 crafting. Just getting some. Shipwreck Manifesto. This manifesto lists prisoners bound for Fort Joy. One name encircled with notes scribbled in the margins. Diana. This elf is trouble, calling herself a scion. Has some strange spores, very angry when confiscated. Sending 3 samples back for further research. 2 black pits, 1 to Arcs. Keeping the remaining 2 for Alexander. Huh. This is related to the elf we encountered on the boat with the living armor. So 2 to black pits and 1 to Arcs. We might end up going there. Given that we got a quest update, probably. Illusion and the Black Ring. In this series, Cranley, the scribe, goes into great lengths to document the genesis of the Black Ring as best he can. In summary, Lucian's adopted son Damien was resentful of his father and became the Lord of Chaos. Okay, that's a hell of a title. Which sounds extreme, but according to Hubert, Damien may have had good reasons. There's much about Lucian's killing of Eugenia, Damien's love. Yeah, that will do it. That'll do it. Damien's banner attracted a cabal of outcasts, deviants, and dark wizards, and various other tainted and tarnished individuals. This cabal became an army fighting for the void. Oh, goody! So we should remember that if it's part of the Black Ring, they're literally out to kill us, because the Voidlings have repeatedly hammered into us that they are after us. And it's encyclopedia floor. The noxious bulbs grow in temperate regions of Rivellon. They thrive in open areas where their intricate root system can grow freely, commonly used as a means of security. Noxious bulbs are well known for their vivid colors and equally vivid defense mechanisms. Once fully grown, they appear in multiple variations. Effects of the bulbs roughly match their appearance as well as the elements for which it is most susceptible. For instance, so they are susceptible to their own element. That's important to remember. I think I've forgotten that. But if one managed to destroy them, they will hardly go down with a boom. So they are destroyable. That's worth remembering, actually. It's like a diary. First time here. Rat's gone. Strong signal. So somebody tried to swim away from Fort Joy. Yeah, we can guess how that worked out. Medical use of Divinity. So how do we use this highly drug? So let's see now. Do we have anything more for reading? So standard page. Nareen, you've served me well in the past, you will do so again. Use the scroll to include in this letter and cast it on very Nareen. I think I got this from the old hag. No! Oh, Nareen, that's the guy. That's the guy who had ambushed us on the beach. Use the scroll included in this letter and cast it in a very public square of Arcs. You will be arrested for source use and shipped to Fort Joy. On the island you will search for a red-skinned lizard. You will kill him. You will cut the bodies to pieces. You will ensure that no magic in the world can restore him back to life. You have your orders. Your weight in gold awaits you. That's a hell of a prize. Your own weight in gold. That probably means you can live the rest of your life. Orders from Dallas. No more excuses. Yeah, we read this one. Dallas is pissed that they haven't taken out the Seekers. Bloodstained Journal. Rich from the Ancient, King's Vault, on a prison island. If anything goes, Silverglen jails. It's our easiest way to get in. They'll take any sorcerer these days. Fake, landed, found good marks. Vaults ought to be just outside the prison. Her map's my golden ticket. I can see behind the lids of my eyes. Okay. Oh, it's the upgrade. Okay, let's actually check this. So, seats of power. So we still the multi-prac strengths. So this might actually be related to this. Let's keep going. Another crafting recipe. So let's keep moving.
Time to die.
Glory is mine.
Let's hear now. Standard
Glory
opener.
is mine.
Now, I can get some high ground. I'm going to shoot you. Now I'm gonna be a little bit sneaky and go disappear. Seems like somebody shares my idea. Right. So you got plenty of armor. Fire steel whip. Let's get hurt slightly. Not that bad. Now, he's undead, so poison will be useless here. But this will reduce your. This will reduce his AP. Fortify. Let's die. I want that. So slap and ignition. That's one. There we go, full vision. Shoot. And shoot.
Show yourself.
That's shocking. If the incarnate absorbs all the aggro, I'm not complaining.
To the dark with you.
Right? That's 2 down. Charger. So take a step back and fireball. Now that's interesting. He didn't start shimmering. There's something wrong with him. Give them some buffs. Let's get some X-ray here. I think we might be able to kill him. Yes. Oh. He's not. Oh yeah, because that's in the way. Okay, keep
You
those
won't
points.
know what hit you.
Well. Right. Just go over to him. Because if he's gonna keep summoning ads, I kinda wanna deal with him ASAP. That only hits him. That entangles him, roots him. Right. See what that. The blood type of that. Not what I wanted. But let's heal him. That's gonna start hurting him. And move up. Well, it certainly is raining. This is gonna hurt. Million cloak. That seems like an awful waste, actually. He's somewhere over here. There he is. But that shouldn't matter. Because... dead. Yep, they're summons. So, what do we got? Ooh, that's some good loot. So, what do we got? Belt, cloak and dagger, venom rune, boots, staff, gold, hatchet, and...
As you pick up the ring, you feel a cold, dark pain shoot up your... You don't hear, but feel a...
I don't think I should. It feels... Or, not feels. Sounds very bad. Also, the fact that it says that it sets curse and it's the Band of Brachus. So, yeah, no, I'm not going to. But... let's identify the soft, the boots, and the belts. So, what have we found? Sneaking and HP. I lose some earth and poison resistance, but I already had. Oh, I got 10. So I already got some, and in this case, it doesn't feel that necessary. And the sneaking can actually be nice, gets more armor and more HP. So yeah. You still want that memory, and you want that leadership. Finesse boots, yeah, definitely better. Some staff. Crit chance, but I lose the shield. No, thank you. Boots, let's better than shabby shoes. Better than nothing. So, trash. Right. Not gonna use. Not trash, but not gonna use. Cloak and dagger. Let's go. Right. Now let's see here now. Poison resistance, extra damage, or accuracy. You don't care about accuracy, you should be flinging spells. You don't care about accuracy, you should be flinging. You have more than enough accuracy already. Also, in your case it would be poison resistance, so it's not that attractive. In your case it would be poison resistance and kind of like what you have already. So why get some yeah, no, doesn't matter here. So right now we'll just save it. I need to remember. I saw it. Yep, there was a chest over here. In this case, I'll forget. So, I don't think it's gonna match up to. Yeah, no, it doesn't match up to Shadow's Eye. And yeah, that one is. Oh, actually, stop. I'm gonna stop myself before I see something dumb. It's actually better.
That's plenty.
What's this? A purging
Look at
wand.
that wand. It hums with inner source.
Grant skill purge. 4 uses. We did encounter writings and talks about staffs or maybe wands that could remove sores. And given the name and the skill and the color, I'm willing to bet that that's one of them. Heart of the Tyrant.
Good find.
Ooh, plenty of good stuff here. Gold pile.
You made it all this way.
Well, no thanks to you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, now you're sorry.
He trembles and seems to shudder with a quiet sob.
So,
I'm cursed, you know. Bloody Bracchus bound me here to protect his vault. He has my soul in that jar just there, and I can't leave without it.
okay.
As long as the jar stays unbroken, I can never truly die.
So, he's sort of an unwilling lich, I'd call it. What did you do
I
for it?
don't rightly know. This was the Source King's way. Befriend you, then destroy you. I was a fool to expect I'd be an exception.
Well, if it is... Well, yeah, then you're a
His
fool.
favor was intoxicating. That's no excuse, but it is the reason. Really? You would?
He drops to his knees before you and grabs onto your feet with both hands, head hanging.
Thank you.
I mean... You should only punish somebody so long. Ooh. Pants. If only you were the mage armor. If only you were the mage armor. That's excellent. That would have been excellent. Okay, so an int wand with a slot. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay. Finish looting that. Right. Step 1. Go for all this stuff. Okay. Heart of the Tyrant. Well, that's a good armor.
Ah, it's been cursed.
Yeah, clearly not healthy for me.
It's been cursed.
Clearly not enough armor pieces. Right. Unidentified dagger. Don't care, it's a dagger. You gain a slot, that's better. Purging wand, we're keeping that, but we're not using it right now. Heart of the Tyrant. So Wits, Earth, and Retribution. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, it's an improvement. So, Losa. Take Losa later. Yeah, definitely an improvement. So the question is, do we take a little bit of extra armor? She doesn't move that much. Yeah, in this case, actually, we should. Let's see here now. Supernova. Might as well teach you. Arrow. Okay. Water resistance, water damage. Going to check something now. check something because I think there's a. If you combine and bone dust. No. Oh. Grimoire. Roads. So I do remember that it was. I don't remember how it was, so we'll take that later. Now we need to. No. Mask of Strength. Manage routes. Okay. So you do fire damage. Let's combine that with a bit of earth damage, I'd say. The reason why I don't want poison, because poison has a double-edged sword, and I don't want my fallback to be a double-edged. Right. So, Mask of Strength. Resistances or armor. I'm actually gonna take more armor here. This is your armor. Take some water resistance actually. To balance it out. Ring of Intelligence. So 9 HP or 9% magic armor. Yeah, no. The vitality's better there. Second skin. Poison resistance or physical armor. You already got poison resistance. Amulet of the Void. Well, doesn't matter right now because nobody's wearing it. Although, it's probably gonna... Yeah, we'll see. So, we got a couple of other soldiers here. I don't recognize any of these names though, so let's examine them. No, not you. Red Prince.
The soul jar stands on its plinth, glowing softly. From within, you can almost hear the whisper of a voice. You see, or rather, you feel a far-off
Okay.
land. Frozen breath hangs in the air, pine needles brush your cheeks, and in your arms you can feel a weight. A body, dead. But you have hope.
Okay.
Your vision swims. You're older, but perhaps not wiser. You march at the head of a shambling host, the enemies of Brachus Rex melting before you.
So this is somebody who led Brachus' army?
The scene twists again. Now Brachus stands before you, a beautiful woman at his side. You lash out in treasonous rage, but cold arms bind you. You're sealed away in a tower. Your screams fill the darkness. You feel a jolt and open your eyes to see the soul jar before you, lying still in the vault. Your hand falls from the jar and grips the pillar as you try to calm your ragged breathing.
I'm gonna take that.
Good find.
The necromancer's memories fade to black, but the feelings remain.
Well...
Ugh, the memories of a necromancer.
Yeah, I don't.
What could
I
be
don't
more
support
vile?
that. That's. I mean, Necromancy itself, I don't have a problem with, but using it for the Source King and leading his armies, yeah, that's a different
Anyone
story.
who marches at the head of an undead host deserves
Also
whatever
that.
punishment they get.
One must wonder how many more lives they took. How much...
Ooh, painting. Necromancer Ras.
The jar on the plinth before you seems ancient, but is in surprisingly good condition. It's covered in pictograms that you can't understand, but you're sure you just saw one of them move.
That's creepy.
The pictograms spin to life, and you're dragged
Right.
into a dream.
Next dream.
You see the lizards of the ancient empire turning their backs on you, casting you out into the wilderness.
Traitors.
As you roam, the human apes turn away from you, all but one. One smiles, one opens his arms, one says he'll take you home. Brachus Rex.
So,
He promises power for a price. He picks off your golden scales, one by one, stripping you down to the bone. He promised you a crown, but all you got was shackles.
so you got exploited.
You try to fight, try to reclaim what's yours, but a woman takes you by the hand and leads you to a tower. He promised he'd take me home, you cry. You are home, she smiles as she seals the door. This is where you belong.
Wow! Now that's cruel.
Your hand drops away from the soul jar, your skin prickling. In the back of your mind, you hear a small, scared voice whimper before fading to nothing.
I'm taking that still.
Good find.
The long-dead lizard's visions fade.
That was not out of malice. That was out of pain.
This is the price of pride and greed. The villain got what he deserved.
Yes.
No amount of loneliness excuses wickedness. He helped a monster for selfish reasons.
What he did shames his people.
Next one.
This jar glitters and glows. From within,
wait,
you think you can make out
soldier.
the distant sound of laughter.
Laughter.
With a jerk, your mind is pulled to a scene in a tavern. You see a dwarf in the center of the room, joking us all around roar with laughter. All bar the zombies, who are slavishly serving food and drink.
That's a
The door opens, and a tall, beautiful woman stalks into the room. She's flanked by heavily armed guards. You can't make out her words, but see the fear in the dwarf's eyes. The dwarf mutters a word, and the undead lurch towards the intruder, but are cut down like wheat. The dwarf tries to run, pushing her friends into the woman's path, but is grabbed before she can escape. As she's dragged away to a tower, you hear her cursing Brachus Rex and his whore. Even when she's thrown inside and the door sealed, you can still hear her shouts. You pull your hand away from the jar.
Okay.
Good find.
The vision fades.
Ugh, I've rarely seen such cowardice on display.
My party members are very kind. to me.
Keeping the dead as slaves. What a disgusting display. She did.
Being locked in a tower was more kindness than any...
I think my party hates the necromancers.
The jar before you may have looked opulent once, but no longer. Now it's covered in grime,
Gratiana!
its paint chipped away, and its jewels long stolen. The soul jar rocks slightly, light flashing from underneath it. As soon as you touch the jar's cracked surface, you see a vision of splendor, silks, fine food, and decadent lechery. But underneath it all lies bone and blood. The vision shifts. You see burning villages, slaughtered women and children. You see her, purging wand in hand, standing amongst it all. She throws her head back and laughter echoes in your skull. A shadow falls across her, and you see a large, weeping face. She reaches out as if to comfort, but Brachus drags her back. You see her fall into the mire of the swamp, trapped. As you pull your hand away, you can feel a deep, longing sadness in your soul.
Nice.
The terrible vision fades.
While she lived a selfish life, she seems to have repented. She should be forgiven.
I agree.
Whatever a person may have done in life.
However her life began, it ended well.
The soul jar pulses with trapped life force. When you touch the glass, you emerge on the prow of a fine ship. Your armor pulses with enchantment, dominating those who... Your flag flies for Brachus Rex, a tyrant who traded for your soul. With his power, your flesh and blood, the vision fades as the soul thrashes, trying to sever your connection. In the end, greed masters you. You seek out the tyrant's vault to retrieve your soul. Thus imprisoned, you can only dream about what is out of reach. The vision shatters as the soul jar pulses with
Lucky find.
Right, so we found 5 soul jars. Captain, Necromancer, and Gratiana. We can get some use out of those. Well, that's still active.
The deity's head and hands are missing, severed as if by a sword. You can't tell if this was meant to be symbolic somehow, or a mere act of vandalism. As you take in its chiseled details, you have a vision. The statue comes to life and embraces you awkwardly with its broken arms. Unable to resist, you're flown away into an endless dark.
Well, well, well.
That shrine seems to have brought me here. What is this place?
No soil! This is horrific!
Well, well, well. There's a battle going on down there, but you're also up here.
Amid the soundless air of this alien world, a phantom-like figure awaits you. She too is a lizard, as you can tell, but there are telltale details in her features that conjure memories of incense and mantras. The onyx eyes, 3-layered crown, and feathered shoulders. You recognize her from the statues that stand tall in desert sands. She is the goddess Solstiça, greatest of the seven.
Solstiça.
Red Prince, welcome be. May your words command the rivers. May your hands direct the winds. Fire of sun and rock of earth. May they serve you like faithful slaves.
Yeah. Even the divine know how to properly greet me.
Red Prince, it is an honor.
Even the divine realize what an honor it is to meet me.
To your surprise, the goddess sinks to her knees and bows before you in reverence.
Modesty? It doesn't quite become you.
She rises and considers you with deep-set admiration, like one would a work of art.
Well, I am a work of art.
Red Prince, God-child, truest ruby of all realms. Tell me, do you know why you are red?
Spouse of the sun,
Yes.
of course.
The tale of your birth and the love born to you by the sun will always remain a part of your mythology. But I think there is another reason for your brightness. You are red, Red Prince, because all of you is heart.
Oh?
You are carnage, and you are concord. The Lord of War and Lord of Wisdom. You are lust, and you are love. You are passion personified. That is why I saved you from the all-consuming sea.
Oh.
Why I soothed your lungs with my breath and placed you gently on the nearest shore.
So that was the voice we heard after the sea monster sank
Red
us.
Prince, you are greater than all others, for you are the sum of all others. You are the Father, the life shaper made manifest in a man. I would see that man a god. And take it you must, for I am a goddess no longer, robbed of my powers by the usurping divine.
Oh?
We, the Seven, are gathered here in these horrid halls of echoes, dead spirits vying for rebirth. But none of us will be the one. One of our children instead. A god-woken like you.
So they
I
are
have
no
chosen
longer
you.
gods
You are
as
to be
they
my champion.
made Lucian the Divine.
A great battle is being waged. It is the twilight of the Seven, and the day to dawn of the One. The powers of all divinity must unite. And they must unite in you, the paragon of lizards. Our kind must rule this world, and none other. None of the primordial slime that made it onto two legs by nature's oversight. Take up the mantle, Red Prince, and all will be well. All will be well.
As she speaks these last 4 words, the outline of the goddess shimmers, shakes, then transfigures into an all too familiar shape. She stands before you in the guise of her, the woman you've been dreaming of for as long as you can remember. She is unparalleled beauty, and her skin's as red as yours. Yes, here she stands, your deepest secret, your deepest desire. She whom you've longed for since your soul slipped into consciousness, and you lock eyes with her.
Just look at you, Red Prince, standing there in all your silent eloquence. I could drop a stone into the well of your heart, and it would take the span of a sun's life for the little traveler to hit bottom. Such is the depth of your devotion.
Of course.
It is a good thing for the Life Shaper to possess such affection, for she too, your secret love, has her part to play in downfall and divinity. Now of divinity, let me give you a taste.
She steps close, puts her hand on your chest, and leans in.
Kiss me, my prince, for I am her.
The kiss is long and sweet as rosewater. As it endures, you can feel a whole new power invade and expand your spirit.
There.
It is Zolstissa who is withdrawn from you, in her own godly guise once more.
I was her, just like I said. But the blessing I gave you, cherish this purest of pearls I have given you. A droplet of untainted source, and a promise of things to come. I blessed the very water beneath your feet. Now you may wield that power for yourself. So take it with you, back to our beautiful world. There, use it to make that world. Before I let you go, though, there is one more matter we must touch upon. You are traveling with company, yes? You have many dangers to brave, and they can help you do so. But never forget what they truly are. They are God-woken too, and may be courted by the lesser 6. But you will be a god. Oh, and Losa? Lovely little Losa? Just so. We'll meet again.
The goddess steps back.
Blessed branches, we've returned. Every second we spent in that hill is interesting. You thought it. You know what's interesting? Watching an entire world be strangled by the roots of doom. Seeing the giant race. I don't know what you're talking about. I am perfectly calm.
Oh, Laura.
Anyway, as interesting as that cold hellscape might have been, it does not solve our problem. We are here to... It's already helping. The fate of the world depends on our ability to research. We need to travel across the land, gathering clues, experimenting with different magics. Of course, for us to do that, we must avoid being eaten by the servants of the Great Acorn. And that is where our big, foolhardy shield comes in. No, I am not going to share our magic with it. I don't care how much you like it, Quirkus. Very well, I cannot give it magic, but I can teach it how to forge one spell, if it will keep... The squirrel reaches out, touching your foot with a delicate paw, and you feel your mind... There. Maybe now your pet will have a fighting charm.
Speak if you wish to.
Erratic. Evening, Virgo. It goes forward. We just spoke to one of the former gods. I'm saying former because she herself said she's no longer a god. So... good, I guess? We also got new spells from our goddess, so... I probably should actually learn that. Let's learn Bless. So yeah, well, she insisted I become the new god, the singular one god. Oh, thanks, Blake. Thanks for the raid and welcome everybody. We're playing Divinity Original Sin 2. We've just talked to our goddess and she insists that we become god, so we're setting out to continue our quest and end up becoming god. I don't mind. I am, after all, the Red Prince. Son of the sun. So yeah, let's head out. Also, cave shimmers. I don't know why. Right. We've cleared a fair bit now. We should probably go up here next. Oh, squirrel. Let's talk to it. Maybe it says something sensible.
It was madness! Big fire boom, lightning crash!
Aw, what's the problem? Maybe I can solve it.
One moment, sun! The next, I feel darkness inside me, then noise! So much noise! Clank, moan, clink, groan!
Yeah, well, we all get tired sometimes. So sleep well, Blake.
I hid in a stump. I'm not a stupid squirrel. I have much stowed away for hard times.
This is a clever squirrel, at least.
But I saw them! I saw the shinies!
Ooh. Ooh.
Shinies!
Shinies.
Darkness left, then light again. Warm. Saw glints
you know.
in sand and dirt.
I'm having trouble interpreting what this squirrel is talking about.
Can't go there now. Salamanders. They like the meat. I don't want to be meat.
Well, they're dead.
Yay! Okay. I hope you find shinies. They make happy.
I think he's talking about the pile of loot I found. But yes, you should be taking care of yourself, Blake. You can't entertain anybody else if you're yourself is a wreck. Let's see. Ooh, bonfire. A recurve crossbow and a fire arrow. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't think this crossbow won't be useful though. I have a way better one, which I don't see myself replacing this one for a while because Shadow's Eye is just that good. But on a new fire arrow. Also, I got a freezing arrow. Maybe I should put it on the bar. So that's here now. Mushroom. Oh, look, dead adventurer. Okay, I'm going to save here because this seems like a... Right. I mean, what can possibly go wrong here?
The stone gargoyle trains glistening agate eyes upon you. Its jaws creak open, raining dust as it begins to speak.
Now the question is this a gargoyle or is it a grotesque? I don't remember which one. I think this technically would be a grotesque because I think gargoyles are the ones where water spews out.
You are not Brachus Rex.
I certainly am not.
You may.
Hey, I get to enter at least.
You may stay forever. Each lock opens only with a soul. And how many of those does one mortal have?
I mean, I only have one, but I'm guessing I can make somebody else.
Maybe you'll find some in the garden, or maybe your soul will help the next adventurer through.
I'll take my chance.
They always do.
We gotta be a little cocky here. Game saves, okay. Okay, let's see here now. What happened when I stepped on this? Disconnecting you. I'm having a feeling I'm going to want to disconnect my party here. So, okay. So we'll... No, wait. You're my vision, so...
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Okay. Okay, so those two triggered that. Spitting fire. That? I wonder where that goes. Oh, I don't need to open that. I can go up here. Or not. Wait, what is that? What was that? Okay. That's a big dragon. That's a big shackled dragon. We'll deal with you later. Okay. Let's connect the party again. So, I have one so far.
These skulls crumble to dust after one use.
Well.
The gargoyle taps one stony claw upon its plinth as it rasps a message to you.
Yeah, I'm doing fine actually. Got some good work done on at my work, and I no longer feel the pressure to finish it up because, well, I am finished with it, so no pressure. And I mean, granted, we have snow here again, so.
Riddle me this, wanderer. How would mighty Brackus douse a man on fire?
Okay. Let's see. Where can I go? I can go up here.
It burns! It won't stop!
Okay, he is permanently on hellfire. So he's permanently burning and it cannot be extinguished. However, he is fire immune, so that doesn't bother him. So, okay. Incandescent Sorcerer. Takes more fire damage and is undead. Okay. Nothing special. Incandescent Decapitator, same thing. And Incandescent Marksman, same thing. Okay. Nothing special for any of them. I don't want to jump up into the fire, so I hope this gives me an advantage. It doesn't. Oh well. I cannot use him to get fire arrows. So let's sacrifice blood arrows, I guess. Like normal. And shoot. And turn. Okay, so Decapitator. Okay. So let's hear now. CC over there.
Fire! It burns! It won't stop! I'm ready.
Right. So. Right. These guys really like fire. Right. I'm taking you down. Teleport. Throwing you down there. And I don't think you guys are technically counted as being on fire, so throw oil.
I'm ready.
Get back! Brackus Rex has decreed none of you may approach him! The flames will burn me forever!
Water damage. One is shield and one is just slowed. Okay. Now let's.
Glory is mine.
Ah, look, frozen, much better. Question is, can we CC him? Well, technically, you don't get to act, so I'm not overly concerned with you. So that should put you in range for. This will definitely put you in range then. I'll be able to be CC'd, so I can shoot you. Atrophy, won't be able to attack me, and smack.
Meet your maker.
Excellent. Right, you're fire immune. So electric discharge and done. Sad to say. Oh look, stun. You don't get to do anything apparently.
I'm ready.
Water infusion. Oh, sorry. Okay. Step out of the fire. Oh, thank you. Right. Source infusion. So.
The flames! I cannot quench them! It burns!
Okay, so. So how would Brachus? No. I don't remember how you were supposed to learn this. But now I'm going to be clear. I know the trick here. I'm going to just swap out a skill.
Flames! Douse the flames! The fire! It's left me weak. I won't last long.
So, Blood Rain will just put out the fire, and then Curse is cured by Bless.
You released me, elf. Long have I waited for this moment.
Well, we're not that heartless, so we can't let somebody helpless suffer.
You're in the wrong place, then, I fear. This island's a cauldron of suffering, right through to the roots in the ground. You know of Brachus Rex, I assume?
Yeah, I've heard of the Mad Source King, and we've seen his handiwork.
Grimly.
He did terrible things while trying to master Source, bend it to his will. I had a part in this, I must admit. Perhaps I deserve the flames. No, I was a scholar, a librarian. Brachus sought the secrets of Source, but he had no patience for sifting through ancient scrolls and tablets.
Right, so... he wanted shit done quick.
I unearthed knowledge of a great power within those texts. A great and terrible power. One that Brachus coveted above all.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing some of
The
that.
figure's ruined flesh curls into a scowl.
Long destroyed, surely. Brachus wanted no one to have that knowledge. He fed me to the flames so I'd keep my secret. He'd have no qualms about burning a few scrolls.
The figure slowly shakes his head.
So, what was it?
I will not say. I spoke of it once and was damned to eternal hellfire for it. Were I to speak of it again, I could damn the whole world. Good! Were I to say any more, I'd only put you in danger. And stranger, thank you for...
Right. Fat load of good you were. Though, that portal seems to have opened. Right, let's see what that portal gets us. Although I have a sneaking suspicion. Hey, look! Another skull. And another portal. Ooh! Plenty of good stuff. So... let's keep the scrolls for now. Attach the party and you step up to the edge. Teleport to Prince there. Seville. Jump down there. Right, enter the gates.
Scorched earth, with scorched souls to follow.
You can jump around a bit. Oh, plate. Oh, poison arrow. Fire scroll. Orbit dagger. Plenty of good stuff here. Jump back. This isn't the same place. Well.
This gargoyle
Master would be impressed.
So, let's see how we do.
I think I'll stay off that particular device.
Ah. Oh, an elven skeleton. Prince, you go there. You climb down. A ring, potions. Weapon. You need to step one step back. He has to. Climb up. Jump up. And connect the party. Right. So let's see what we did we get. Two more arrowheads. Battle Storm, Cloak Dagger. So nothing special. Although did get a ring and a dagger. I think everybody has maximum dagger rings already. Yeah, and all of them are actually useful. Let's be fair, this is useful, but it doesn't give anything special. Nobody uses rings, and it's a nice sword if I had somebody using one-handed weapons.
Another skull crumbled to bits.
Okay. I'm gonna move this because this feels like a liability. And I'm going to get back rain. I'm gonna clear out this oil. While I like oil for combat, okay, that's why. I won't be able to get rid of that oil. But unless I do something like this.
Careful now. That's a trap.
With the hatch and go through. So we're in here now. Okay. We're able to loot this glass. Let's get down again. So let's not use teleport. step on that. That's open. Prince, stay there. Right. Seville.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Oh. No, that's burning. Well, don't care. Okay. You have an oil barrel on you, I recall. Yes, you do. Well, place that there. Okay. This is gonna keep happening. It's gonna be a problem, so... Losa, give me another rain shower. Jump.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
That gets... Okay, let's see. There's one trap.
Careful now. That's a trap.
There's a lot of traps here. So that's another skull. Get you through here. Actually, you two trade places. So Spiel, step off. Losa, stand on this. This is because I want Sibyl to have Sibyl to move around because she has access to mobility skills, unlike everybody else at this point. Eventually, most people will have it, but book. Oh, okay. I'm a bit suspicious towards this cavern, I'm gonna be honest here. It's just something about skulls with candles just tells me that I think it no Shrieker assassination. Now I don't have it written down here. But I do recall us something named one of the rats, I think it was, mentioned something about black rose to the southeast, and that's about apart from this complex. So unless she's in this complex. That's about as far southeast as you can get. Well, that's something to investigate.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Okay.
Another skull crumbled to bits.
Okay. Losa? Yep. Run across every single trap.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Right. Connect party. Rest up. Okay, let's see here now.
Stern eyes and a sterner face stare into your very soul. Under the inescapable gaze, you begin to shiver uncontrollably.
Somewhat decent armor.
Another crawling rat, tracking your stinking paws beneath my nose. Vermin are not tolerated in my house. Do not doubt my power.
Ah, come on! Oh well. Okay. Lesson learned. Don't piss off the statues. Ow! Well, that could have gone better. So. Right, human skeleton. Hey, another skull! So, well, we got. Feels like we got most of the maze cleared. How many skulls do we have? We've got. Where? We got 2 skulls right now. Skulls.
Another skull crumbled to bits.
Skeleton cats.
Another skull crumbled to bits.
I'm gonna. Ooh. Feels like I'm missing something. But maybe I am. Maybe I'm not.
Another skull crumbled to bits.
I'm out of skulls. Got a skull there. Got one there. I haven't gotten one there. I'm not sure there is one there. Although it feels like there should be. Well, let's keep going.
The stony gaze of the gargoyle pins you to the spot as it spreads its wings before you.
Hello.
You have earned your reward.
Oh, nice. Ooh, purple. So, cone air. So, HP air resistance ring. Yeah, that's pretty good. A strength warfare helmet. That's slightly better than what I have. Doesn't have the rune slots, but grants skill. Finesse boots. Or Ivory gloves. That is ink based and gives armor frost. Yes, we'll take those definitely. 100%. So, Losa, I have a new pair of gloves for you. Because you were my feet, yes. teleportation. Well, I guess I only have one teleportation now. Let's see. Unless I will sacrifice tons of stuff for you to have it. Though I don't feel I need to have 2 teleports right now. So Constitution accuracy would block chance, yes. That block chance is tasty. So let's see here now. This is way worse. I'm gonna need to get rid of some stuff. How do we do this? I'm gonna need to do some crafting. All that. That was a surprise. Some bone dust. Let's make some arrows. We can make 8 shocking arrows. Make 10 arrow shafts. So we can make 8 shock arrows. Take it from the Losa, and we pushed you down to bare minimums. Right, well, we know that. Right, is this better than yours, current one? Yes, yes it is. And this for the simple reason that it has crit shots. Loza, here's your new one. Gonna start spreading stuff out. Sibyl will be using that. Ben Mest will be using that one. Rosa will be using that one. So we can actually put that on Losa. Just spread this way. Let's put Ben Mest. We need to get rid of some weight, so here.
You were
Sibyl.
a genius maze builder. Clear of mind, sharp of wit. You built an invisible staircase, useful to those who may find it.
Invisible staircase. Well, I didn't find it. Didn't need it. Wait. Let's hear him.
Do you ever wonder if your lizard empire still
Ross?
stands?
Wick and
I need not
Tamsin.
wonder.
I think I've heard
The
those names
Empire
before.
abides, never straying from its course. It is eternal as we.
I think we've seen those
Verily,
names
I
before.
say, lizards speak
Wick,
as I do.
Tamsin,
And my
and
great
Ross.
house, the House of Trade, rules still.
Also true. I'm actually going to be a bit cheeky and, well, we're done with, we can just go for the maze later. So I'm going to fast travel back to the sanctuary because we need to sell stuff and we need to have words.
Blessings be. What can I do for you, honored one?
I think this is yours.
She stops dead as you pull the jar out of your backpack. Her voice trembles as she speaks.
You should, Tremble. I literally hold your soul in my hand.
You entered the vault. Please, give that to me. Give it to me now.
So, why is your name on it?
It matters not. All that matters is that you give it to me.
No, I'm not just gonna hand it to you, but I'm not gonna destroy it.
No. Stop! Wait!
Okay.
She reaches up and tears off her mask, revealing a wet skull, stained by centuries. You stare into the empty eye sockets of the undead creature before you.
That doesn't surprise me.
I have waited centuries, watching lives come and go, while my soul lies locked in a cage.
You've suffered
She reaches
enough.
greedily for the jar, tearing the cap off. You see a green glowing light emerge from the jar, enveloping Gratiana.
By Armadia, I feel wet. Oh, goddess, I can feel your tears upon my face.
So what
I
happened?
suppose you deserve to know.
Yes,
Before I knew Armadia's grace, I was a very different person. I was the concubine of Brachus Rex.
See, you're the one everybody called a whore in their memories. Check.
But more than his lover, I was his partner. I discovered his power to feed on the source of others, and I allowed it to... No, I made it happen.
See, you're the...
Not I. They are older than Brachus. Ancient relics from a bygone age. He uncovered them. I merely encouraged him to explore their promise.
Promise.
These weapons do not kill, but maim in the most horrible way. With them, you can steal the source of your enemies and make it your own.
So that's how he became
Yes,
so powerful.
he drained the power of his enemies in battle, and then his political enemies at home, and then the slaves that displeased him. As his strength grew, so too did mine. There is nothing you cannot do when you sit on the lap of a powerful king. And I did it all.
I think she...
But power changes a man.
Yeah.
As he changes his nation. Brachus grew paranoid, angry, murderous.
What did you expect?
Armadia, forgive me. It's true. As he grew distant, I just pushed harder.
That ended well.
I gave him more and more, trying to win him back to me. I offered him the source of whole villages. He devoured them and demanded more.
So you ripped the very essence out of entire villages and fed them to your boyfriend. Sounds like a good deal.
The lands outside were once green and beautiful, until I came. Until I turned them over to him. Now all's poison, and the dead are restless. Armadia is merciful in her love. I found this shrine while hunting a band of wizards. I found the goddess weeping for her children, and I wept too. You may be skeptical as you wish, but my grief was true. Through Armadia I saw my sins, and I could bear it no longer. I threw myself from the cliff at the entrance. I tried to rid the world of my evil, but Brachus would not allow it. He brought me back from the Hall of Echoes, locked my soul away, and demanded my obedience. Even in death, he commanded me. I spent far too little time there. It was a strange place, but there was peace. Only when 2 source hunters ended his curse was I free. Since then, I have returned here and spent centuries trying to heal the pain I've caused. And now...
Source hunters. This is a reference to Divinity Original Sin 1. you play those two source hunters.
She drops the now empty soul jar to the ground.
You have my thanks, brother. Thank you for your wisdom and...
So, yeah. This game is actually full of them. But most of them are, unless you know the reference, you won't notice it at all because they weave them in fairly well.
He looks up from his work.
Help you?
What do you have
Nice
for trade?
doing business with you. I wish I had better wares to offer.
But yes, there are plenty of references of various quality I would have to add. Some of them are markedly better than others, but that's always the case. That. Now I go to the next merchant because you didn't have enough money.
My Lucian's locks. Stop fidgeting, lad. Soon as all our wounded are healed. But for now, we owe it to our own to ease their pain.
Right. This is gonna be cheap. Don't have anything. Next one.
They're going to be all right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh,
Gods
no.
above, thank you.
Someone healed me. I was bound for death, and they saved me. It's a miracle.
Don't have anything. Come on. Can somebody have enough to trade? I need to get rid of more stuff.
Sir Gareth, did you find any sign of him?
Good, you have stuff.
Wisht, bonny bairn, now don't you cry. The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky.
I'm gonna take those two.
The seven watch o'er us, you're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes and rest your wee head.
All of that. Take my leave, and I'm going to have to. I can figure some stuff.
Smoke and screams. Echoes of death. Gareth, please come back.
Maybe we should fortify this place.
Right.
Make a stand.
Now don't you cry.
No,
The birds
no,
are asleep,
we don't have the time.
moon's in the sky.
Think, damn it. Sir Gareth, did you find any sign of him?
So again, Bullhorn. Or right.
So close your sweet eyes and rest your wee head.
So either I get, for now at least, either I get bullhorns, which I can use right now, which gives me bull rush,
Smoke and
or
screams.
not the same, which is not the same as this. It's a different skill. Does the same, except instead of knockdown, it bleeds, which would give me a bleed proc. Or I can go for Medusa's Red, which is CC, and yeah, let's go for CC.
The birds are
CC is always better in this game.
moon's in the sky.
Gonna be honest here.
The seven watch o'er us. You're safe in
Right.
bed.
I can take both.
So
Unless
close
I
your
wanna.
sweet eyes and rest your wee head.
Unless I want something else. There's nothing. So single head and perseverance, dodging. Decidedly mediocre in comparison. Probably technically better, but
screams, echoes of death.
And this is very much better. Although don't feel it's worth it right now. So it's the question is, do we want maybe some bone dust? It's actually a somewhat hard, somewhat tricky decision. How much? The question is, how much bone dust do I have right now? I have 6 piles. I probably go to 1 more. So I'm just gonna pick that up while I can. That's it. So, like so, and balance the equation with gold. And let's take our lead.
The birds are asleep.
I'm gonna move those to Losa because she's our lockpick.
The 7 watch over us. We're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes and rest your head.
Empty. Is the backpack empty? Yep. Backpacks are empty. I don't know why I'm keeping them right now. Although I do know, because they might end up useful when I need to sword fixing, when I get a bit too much stuff here that clutters up. So you learn that directly. You can't learn the other one, so hold on to it. Really care about. Although, actually, let's potions. No, so we haven't used that. There is a very simple recipe of combining 2 health potions of the same variety into a bigger one of the same variety. So 9 of those, and now all of our mediums are put that there. Like so. Now everybody has 3 medium health potions. Not that I use heal potions much, but they're always useful to have. Right, we're done here. We still have some stuff to do there. So let's get going. I want to pick this shell up. Right. Nothing special. So we need flour. For that we need wheat. We don't have wheat. Right. It's a lot of that. We never looted it. Not that it mattered. It was empty. But you can't leave stuff unlooted. I mean, what kind of adventuring party leaves stuff unlooted? Hi? I have a feeling I'm gonna end up in a combat encounter with that thing if I go up here. Looking forward to it. That's probably what we'll do after we clear this tower. We're back to the tower, and
Do you ever wonder if your lizard empire still stands?
I need not wonder. The Empire of...
As you enter the room, you see 3 skeletons sitting around a table, cards in hand. They creak and turn to stare at you.
yes. So, hello, my dear skeletons. Let's see what they want.
A beating heart. Does Brachus need us once more, jailer? Are we finally to be freed? You're not one of Brachus's brood. You're not Gratiana's pet. Then why do you disturb us?
Well, we'll see.
The flesh yearns for our secrets. Did I not say that word would spread, my genius?
Even after the maggots took your tongue, you still talk too much. Silence your jaw.
Yeah, I don't care
Our
about your
sins are legion, beautiful, but they didn't land us in this dungeon. No, we were fool enough to do the right thing and try to stop the madness of Brachus Rex.
And sloppy enough that his concubine found out. If not for the
Okay.
harlot Gratiana, all would have gone to plan and we would have flesh on our bones today. They flayed us, killed us, and then brought us back. And they're destroying the soul jars that bind us here.
But beware. They are found in a distant treasure vault.
By the horns of Valkyrie, you design one reasonable trap and won't shut up about it for centuries.
And thine were better. Couldst thou have brought forth such cunning use of light?
So he's the one behind the illusion traps in the earlier
But
game.
mine did not constantly disintegrate the labourers building them.
The fault was in thine zombies. The worms in your skull follow instruction better than they.
Ever the joker, that man. We design a fault of brilliant cunning and he hides our soul jars in it. As for us, we get a tower with gargoyles, tough walls, and a tougher lock.
We have spent centuries trying to escape this tower, but our power was too weak. There was no hope of freedom.
At least until your gorgeous self opened the door. Now we just need the source from your pretty little corpse, and then we're free.
Yeah, you think if you try that, you think Brachus will be kind?
Worse than this? Can such a thing be true?
Oh yeah.
Thou art fortunate. When I still wore scales, I would have cut you down without a thought. But time brings perspective. And perspective...
How's about a trade? Our deaths for your life? You walk out of here and leave us your word that you'll...
Trusting flesh to do bones work.
So, we just made a deal with them.
The jar stands before you, cold and still. A human spirit slips from the ruins of the jar. Decked in necromancer robes, she turns to you, bows, and starts to fade away to nothing.
My eternal thanks, young one. Oh, time of death.
Okay.
The jar seems quieter now.
Yeah, let's just
The
smash
jar
the next
shatters
one.
like glass, but a spirit rises from the shards like smoke. The ghost of a dwarf, bedecked in necromancer robes, winks
That's two.
and blows you a kiss before slowly fading to nothing.
Beautiful. Thank you. My death waits.
The pictograms of... You see a shape emerge from the ruins of the broken jar. A lizard in the finest necromancer robes. It grudgingly
Well, that was
nods
an
at
easy
you as
encounter.
it starts to fade from the mortal realm.
Farewell to flesh. Farewell to bone. Farewell.
Let's loot this place. Right. That was that. Ooh, more skulls. I'm honestly not surprised that I found a skull in a skull pile. I'm just surprised I don't find more. It's honestly impressive. that I can't find skull piles reliably. I don't know, skull piles. Got a rat there. Right, I don't like this fire. Let's put it out. And yes, we make it rain in... No, I don't... The skull throne can miss out on a few skulls. I kinda need them. How else am I gonna get bone dust? There we go.
Under lock and key.
Okay, locked. Okay. So, you... Yes, there we go. Ow. Oh. Right. Let's see what we can find in here. Upon this drawing, upon this page is drawn a blueprint of a two more vaults underneath the drawing. The words are scribbled in words illusion, Brachus Rex, are circled multiple times, and a rare point to particular. Oh, so this is the design of the tomb we were in earlier. The ones where they mentioned that their soldiers were.
Heard something. Something seemed to move into place.
Ah, good. We can now all go here. And we don't have to have a split party in case of something. Which is probably for the best. You never know what happens in these places. Brachus Rex was not the kindest of men, so... Ooh, fancy armor. Right. Let's... Yeah, no. You cannot make the history of Brachus Rex into... Yeah, I know. Of course I'm lucky. I have, like... I think I have 3 characters with Lucky Charm. I hope I'm fucking lucky. But yeah, no, you cannot make the history of Brachus Rex into a benevolent story. That is not happening. Oh. So... yeah, definitely an improvement. This is a way better armor. Also, okay. I almost want to go on a second rant about this, but at least this one's shoulder pads are... Okay, they're ridiculous, but they're at least armor. But with how exposed her midriff is, no, that's not armor. I'm not buying it. Oh, for Christ's sake. Let's go. No. I could buy that, assuming everyone else's armor didn't work the same. It's just the elves and their leaf armor. I'm perfectly fine with skimpy armor. At least just make it consistent. If the armor is as fancy as possible and as skimpy as possible for everybody, fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. Then at least it is consistent. Right. Oh, teleportation scroll? That will always be useful. Okay, a jar of mind maggots. Now, a book about the Black Rose. Some more crafting materials. Let's see. Okay. Oh, lovely. I'm cursed. Worm tremors. Now, I'm just going to...
Locked.
Now, right. Okay, let's just mine the maggots. Yes. This... Right. Mine maggots are... There's a reason why they're this expensive. There's a very, very important reason why they're this expensive. And I'm going to need to read through a couple of books here to see if I can't find it. This is gonna... Crafting... Crafting recipes might contain it. Wood. Scribes. Right. I'm gonna read this first. Legend tells the most precious rose, the Black Rose, prized by kings and men from ancient time. The Blood Rose grows only in soil suffused with suffering and fertilized with filth. In the days of Brachus Rex, the rose was grown using methods esoteric and vile. The only methods proven to grow the rare blossom. The perfumer Arnwell persuaded Brachus to bury the bones of the tortured dead within a deep cave. He sowed the seeds with their empty skulls, watered with the tears of the tortured living. In such a soil the blood rose flourished. Scholars say that even today, were you to find these mystical caverns, the roses would grow there still. Yikes! So, we're talking a flower that only grows if the soil is suffused with enough suffering. Not just suffering, enough suffering. Okay. I mean, I've probably heard of worse. Not sure about that, honestly. Right. No. That's not enough suffering. Let's remember. It needs enough suffering. I'm not sure just burying people alive will be enough. So, plenty of minor potions. Now, use firestorm, curse flags, just oil. Oh, okay. Sabotage skillbook, contamination spell, man metal, teleportation scrolls. Oh, I have enough to make that at least. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. That's probably enough suffering. Although I would feel a little bad about doing such a cruel. That's might be even too cruel. I need to find good soil, specifically soil that won't be disturbed. That's probably harder than providing enough suffering. Let's be honest. Because where can you go undisturbed nowadays? Right. Let's just bless this kid. Bless this. Okay.
The heavy gauntlets are cold to the touch. A prickle travels up the back of your neck, warning that you're being watched. Flickers of memory fill your mind. You long for solitude. The subtle scent of parchment wrinkles your nose. Fresh ink stains your fingertips. The memory vanishes, burned away by heat. Ash falls from the sky as a growling whisper addresses you.
I see you. And inside you is the strength I've been looking for. Patience. You must prove yourself worthy of such answers.
Okay.
You must find that place of longing in the home of a young scholar. I will draw strength from there to speak again.
As the heat around you fades, the desperate memory returns. It claws at you, trying to take hold, then slips away completely.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest here. This is something I'm not familiar with. I know where this comes from. It's grab bag goodie they added later on, so I haven't. This is new for me. Notes on the armor of the Devourer. Crafted in the ancient empire between 4 and 500 AR, but not by the empire, no. To bring a new ruler to their proper ascension. It was forged by a lizard who named herself the Outlaw Empress, exiled from the nobility for the warped turn of her jaw. What petty madness, but I will benefit. There are 5 pieces in total. Gauntlets, sabaton, leg guards, helmet and a chest plate. I have recovered the gauntlet, but a strange sensation washes over me whenever I hold them. A voice calls to me in the dark. burning like... No matter. I have encountered etchings of the Outlaw Empress's cult. She served as the voice of the dragon. Her cultists used the flaming arrowhead symbol to mark their secret gathering places. I wonder what else they may be hiding. Either way, it seems that I would require a fire rune to open the true path. Right. So, the Devourer's Claws. Strength, crit. Better than what I got. So, well, this is interesting. Right.
You approach the still body and see its nostrils flaring. Long dead eyes rise to meet yours.
Hi, zombie.
As you lean in close, it lurches forward. Its arms thrash against the cage bars as it tries to reach you. Looks like it hasn't been fed in a very long time.
I mean... Okay. Let's kill this zombie. Whoa, that hits like a truck.
Cornered.
I'm just happy it's walking away right now. Well, that threat's over. Shocking. Ooh. Boots. Okay. What's the health bar? Okay. There we go. I can just jump in. Right. I'm playing on Classic. For one main reason. I did not want to end up having to min-max my party too much. I wanted to be fairly free in how I approach the party building aspect.
You don't look lost at all.
Because on Tactician, you kind of want to have more of a structured and well thought out and synergistic party. And this is because all the armor thresholds increases and such. So in that case, I'll probably be doing a full physical party and a couple of other things, which to me makes it a little less fun.
Sarcastic me? Not at all. I'd never be sarcastic me. Oh no, not in the least.
The rat's eyes widen.
I don't know anything about this place. Nor do I know anything about a blood rose, or a witch, or some dead people. Oh yes, that's right. I'm so going to give you all the information you want while you do nothing for me. Look, I don't have a problem that means I can't tell the truth, and I don't want you to help me fix it.
Okay, so we have a rat here who physically can't tell the truth.
It makes a face that says, "Understand?" The rat gives you a grave and meaningful look, inviting you to listen carefully.
I don't think the problem is in my head, and further to that, I don't think the problem could be unscrambled by the use of sauce. I can categorically state that a short, sharp shot with something of a magical persuasion would absolutely not solve my problem immediately. And I do not invite you to look at the subtext in what I just said. You are not a bastard, not a...
So, where are you, rat? Okay. Don't die. It died. I tried. Ooh. Hey,
You have done me a great service. Now, allow me to help you. The source barrier that blocks your way. I still have enough power to allow you entry. It shall be done, then.
Thank you, Withermore. See, it's always good to make friends. They might be useful to you to exploit later.
Nearby. Look out! I see a trap nearby.
I don't think that's one trap. I see half a dozen. So, right. Oh boy! Okay, we're starting to pick up some good skills now. Welcome to Chain Lightning. Yes, quickly now. Bedmast. Here. Learn this. We need to get his collar off. Because I assure you, stuff like Chain Lightning isn't powerful at all. Oh wait, yes it is. That's exactly what it is. Let's loot the hell out of this place. Time for the prince to destroy his stuff. Right! Right, we got one more piece of the tyrant's garb. Okay, what did we get now? Step 1, sort inventory. Okay. We got... Let's check the gear pieces. Well, that's an improvement. Identify that, please. That's a strength helmet, so... I mean, it's a better armor piece, but everything is wrong with it otherwise. Honestly. I'm impressed how much wrong it can be. Also, that's just straight upgrade. But yeah, Witch, Huntsman, and Scoundrel. Witch, any character can use Wit because that's crit chance and initiative. But Huntsman and Scoundrel are two skill series. But Scoundrel has one or two that doesn't scale off it, but almost everything in both of them scale off of finesse. And this is not strength piece. So no. I have better boots for you. And I have better boots for you. But yes, okay. So we got the Hands of the Tyrant.
It's been cursed.
And I assume that I don't have enough pieces. Right.
It's been cursed.
I'm not sure that it's worth. Yeah. So I don't think this armor set is working right now. So let's go back to my normal armor set. The Tyrant set is good, or it's good. It's good. It's very good for its level. But unless you wear the entire set, it's just debilitating. More skull piles surrounding this well. It cannot indicate anything bad, I promise.
You approach a decrepit well and stare down into its toothless black mouth. No
Yeah,
sooner has
basically.
your head crossed the rim than weak voices begin to echo from the depths.
Thirst, dry throats.
Okay, we need water. I think we can provide water.
The well is now filled to the brim with fresh, cool water, but what it has brought to the surface quickly evaporates any wish you may have had to quench your own thirst.
Oh?
You see the tangled remains of 3 corpses, a mixed mass of bones and skin from which 3 skulls protrude. They address you in unison, their voices a drone-like blend.
I'm not sure about this. This feels wrong.
We thank you for the water. We bless you for the water. We thank you for the end of torment. A horror, yes. To die of thirst, forever. To find hell at the king, Bracchus Rex.
So like everybody else, everybody suffering on this island is punished by Bracchus Rex. This is why I'm telling you, his story cannot be told as a benevolent one.
His fortune told, no divinity would he be. And so he entangled our bodies and cursed our throats, smoked the brothers of Baladur.
Okay, so three brothers fortune tellers, telling the truth got them killed, like always.
We bless you for water. We ask you for a fair. The fair, the tool, the levy. The people spare us coin. Grant us coin. Sweet savior.
Well, I'm gonna be generous.
Friend of death, we thank you again. We bless past keeper.
Laden with a burden of the coin you gave them.
Let's see. Can I do?
The well is now filled to the. You see that.
We thank you for
Yep. So I'm just gonna run through this.
The wrath and we thank you. The spare us, sweet savior. We thank you again. We bless past keeper.
Laden with a burden. The well is now. You see.
We the wrath and we thank the.
So this is something you can do with every character.
Laden with a.
And that you get
the well is now. You see.
A good gear piece for each.
The spare us, sweet.
Laden with a burden.
And it kind of depends on how much you spend. So here I spent the maximum and got 4 epics. So let's see what we actually got. So Constitution Summoning, yeah, that's going on our. That's going on you because you are a summoner. Pyrokinetics Ereford, that is definitely going on you. I mean, that's better than that. So let's see the belts we got. So retribution, telekinesis, and sneaking. Yeah, that's better. Constitution, single header, and leadership. That's probably, yeah, that's better than what you have. And so we get some improvements all around. And with that, we're done here. Let's keep going. Now the question is, what do we tackle next? Let's check the map. So we were never down here. So let's run to the back again. Because I think that's, yes, here we have a way down. So let's check here. Oh wait, I missed something up there. Maybe I should not go so fast. Bible and gloves. Ow. I think this is where the skeleton hand pointed. Okay. I don't trust this. This has way too much of a layout of a combat encounter. Yeah, alluring chests. Protected by dome. In what looks like a combat encounter. Yeah. Fine, I'll
A
touch it.
purple barrier hums as you approach, sealing a chest inside a circle of ancient stones. The symbols will curse anyone that dares near. This chest cannot open unless the magic is dispelled. Sand spills through the cracks of the old stone circle. The symbols will...
Okay. Here's the thing. We have a way to deal with the curse. We just need to wait a little bit. So, we are going to be clever here and bring source. Have a marker for that. Because we're currently out of source. No, I'm gonna go here. Because, oh, perfect, Salascar.
Ah, I only stock the precious wares, are they not?
Right. We could just do... Let's pick up some resurrection scrolls. Like so. Leave. I will smash it. Just give me some time. I'm just not gonna go straight to curse myself probably for eternity. That it feels kind of dumb. Also, I've been cursed enough so far.
Stand off, stranger. Friend or foe?
If I were your foe, I'd hardly admit it.
She searches your face. A grin spreads upon her own.
No, this is not Dark Souls. I will not embrace the curse.
I suppose you're right. All right, then you can pass. But I suggest you don't. I suggest you turn around and head another direction entirely. The Magisters have a shrieker up there. It killed my friend. May have killed that Magister too. I wouldn't tangle with it alone. Fact, I wouldn't tangle with it at all. Now's your chance. Just wander up the path there. But I sincerely suggest...
She gives you...
Well then, if we're going to be friends, let me mark your map. Once Gareth emerges from the keep there, you're in the right place. But I'd find another way to proceed.
She turns her...
So. This is a shrieker. We've been told about this. There apparently... Their screams can rip you to shreds. So, what do we have? Galvanized. So, immune to damage. Good. We cannot shoot it. That's good. Right. I literally cannot bless right now. I don't have the source for it. I need 1 point. And I'm trying to get some points. What we can do, however... Rosa, equip this. You now have a new skill. Also... What skill are you missing? Oh, right! You're missing that. So... Take power infusion. Right. Let's deal... Yeah, thank you for the save. I'm gonna need this. Actually, no, I'm not going to go head on. Let's go around here. Right. There's combat going on in there. Right then. Let's get in here.
Magisters here?
No.
I thought these marshes were abandoned.
Okay, that's a bad joke. Really bad joke.
You must renounce the order.
Right, let's get into position, because... This is gonna take for ages otherwise. You can cheat your way over there. You're the important one. Now, I kind of want her in a decent position. That's the thing. Everybody else can just pile in. Not you. Right.
You've got skill, my
Okay, let's go. Pile in. Now, let's get to the action. Ow. Right. That was the last action. Move to actions. Ram you. Let's see now. What can we fire it up? And a bit of oil on that. Let's make it a real. Let's make it a proper burn. And I just realized I never moved your other infusion onto the health card. Right, double infused. Let's do this. And before you do anything, you skulk up. Nope. Skulking. Mm-hmm. Now, let's hear now. Plenty of physical armor. Some physical armor. Plenty. Oh. There we go. Whirlwind. Right. Full brawl. We'll do full combo. Where's that? More damage. Oh yeah, deep fried humans. Tasty as all hell. Now that's the first kill. Gonna be painful for them. Very painful for them. My turn again. Executed. And we'll use Adrenaline to get some extra AP. And shoot again. And shoot again. And that combat is over. So,
this place is still swarming with these creeps. We can chat when they're dead.
Right, yeah, well, now we're just gonna loot everything here. Oh, a leg! Excellent. So, I'd like to point out that said leg came from one of those deep-fried humans. So, Sabine? Here's your deep-fried human.
Tightens around the blade's hilt. You never felt such rage. These freaks.
Of course
They're
I do.
tearing the world apart. They must not live. Rivellon must survive.
Also, even if I didn't have an elf, I have gotten Fane's Mask of the Shapeshifter, so you always, with the Mask of the Shapeshifter, you always have access to an elf, because, and this is important, you gain their racial abilities. So, but what? No, Ricochet, of course. I gotta say, Sybilla is starting to get a good amount of arrows. Oh. Maybe I should actually use said arrows, but that's a different story. You didn't. It's actually. I think one of the reasons why they added it is so that if you do, for instance, a full undead party, the body parts aren't useless, because if they didn't ensure that most of the shapeshifter actually worked that way, you could end up in a situation where the body parts were just useless. No! 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 Fuck's sake! Stupid. Aggressive. Right. Here. Take fire. More deep-fried humans. Yeah, I think you need that first aid. Yeah. All the infusions. More summons. You can never have enough summons. You can shoot people. Gain line of sight if we jump here. Nope. Well, we do gain enough line of sight. Well, that's the wrong order. Let's attack. Oh, good for you. Oh, let's smack him down. Here we go.
courage in the face of danger is inspiring, my friend. Lucian guided your blows rightly.
Well, of course.
His eyes travel from your face to your feet, then back again.
You're no magister. A crimson lizard dressed in haphazard garb? How'd you come to be here? Name's Gareth. I'm a seeker. I can give you shelter and hope. Ah, good. Then you know us. And you know we can help you. And perhaps you can help us. I came looking for a way off the island.
If I'm gonna help you, I need to know. Yes, yes, yes. Let me just finish talking.
Getting out of here means
we
taking
both
a
have.
ship,
I think we
a
both have
magister
played at
ship.
least the beginning of this
And they're
game.
not
So
just going to
yes.
give us one out of the goodness of their heart. I came looking for weapons, powerful ones, wicked ones. May Lucian forgive me. Weapons that will clear a path to Dallas's flagship.
Gareth looks about, scan.
I can't stay. You shouldn't either. What did Lucian say? Ah, yes. Evil feasts on the indolent. Get.
Right. Shit. All of this is shit. I think this one is the best. Honestly, which is kind of depressing. It is also the one who worked the most, so regardless, I'm taking it. Right. Oh yes. You torturer. Has it been 3 hours? Yeah, it actually has. Oh, considering the time, I don't really need refreshments at this point. I'm going to be ending the stream in maybe half an hour or so. So I'm probably gonna pop over to do a couple of more things before I wrap it up because it's getting close, getting late here. So, but thanks for the reminder. You have. Well, you need more intelligence and more memory because you always need more memory, and you can grab more and more polymorph to get more and more intelligence. Ifan is using a very special build. Right. Opportunities, pet pals, sophisticated. Wait. So I can either take Executioner or Picture of Health. I don't feel I need Picture of Health right now, so... Right now, Executioner is way better. And Executioner is just always good. Don't need more Necro. Do need one more Poly, actually. So, Polymorph, Strength, and one more memory, because you're gonna need it. Now you can actually learn this head. You... I don't know about you. So... Right now... Actually, Hot-Headed will do her just wonders. Because the extra crit is just... Oh yeah. True. Stretching and stretching is always good. I need to stretch in general, but that's an entirely different story. She has her free hide. I'm gonna get rid of this pyro eventually. Do more damage, please. Finesse and wits. So we're actually in a decent crit, starting to get a decent crit chance. Intelligence and intelligence. more summoning, and I'm actually going to go for this. This is a risky maneuver. Glass cannon, and this is because she's a summoner, so I need all the skill points I can get. With that, I'm going to double check. Yes, we have unlocked that. So let's go loot everybody. I'm gonna... yeah, I mean... what I'm gonna do with glass cannon is... so now I'm just gonna do a quick pop over here. This is for a very specific reason. With Garrett's return.
Gareth is back.
She throws up.
Thank you, thank you.
She smiles.
What a beat.
My thanks, friend. Well.
And mine. Mine too. Thank you. Divine.
Divine blessings. It's good to see Gareth.
Hello again, sweet one. Yes.
She extends. You feel
no more choking. I was.
Now we're getting everybody's colors off.
Soon enough.
Right, everybody's source color is off.
Did you see?
Now.
Gareth's back.
Losa, you'll take
us home.
some extra leadership. Field, you get your Amulet of the
Blessed
Void, and Venmus, you get your
these
Seal of
soldiers
Trust.
your protection. I pray you will
Now.
strengthen their spells.
Now we're gonna have
blades
fun.
aflame.
Accuracy, dodging,
I pray
vitality.
you will bless their armor, so no curse may pass it.
Let's get.
I pray you see them safe. I pray this in your name.
I told you, lass. We'll be heading home in no time.
Now. Because now everybody can pick up some swords. And I'm just going to Medusa head, right? We can actually have the king touch again. So I sense a shocking future ahead of us. Source. Now, with everybody having unlocked their first source point, everybody else will also be able to use source abilities. This is a major turning point.
The statue of Brachus's elite guard. Ha! They fell like autumn leaves against the House of War.
Of course they did. Everything falls like autumn leaves against the House of War.
In the flickering torchlight, you see a Magister lying muttering on the ground. As you...
No, stay back. Not another step closer if you want to live.
Yes.
Kill. Have you lot? Dark magic protects that door. If you're...
The Magister nods towards his hand, and you see the skin. He grimaces and tucks it under...
It's in the blood. I can feel it. I'm just...
He nods towards the body.
Same as those poor souls. We finished clearing out this blasted room. As soon as they touched that switch, they were screaming.
He looks up at you.
I saw how they died. I heard them screaming. I don't want to go like that. I don't want to face that. Please, there is no cure. There's only pain. Please, make it stop.
Right. Right, let's loot this place.
This puddle, it Those? What could this mean?
Right, let's start by curing him.
The Magister looks up.
Change your mind? Oh, be quick.
Oh, he's decomposing.
The Magister growls.
Well done, let's just put him out of his misery. Go. Everybody has some sores.
Knowing the reputation of Brachus Rex, we should tread gingerly.
Oh.
What is this contraption?
Before you stands an ancient shrine, runes carved deep into its rock.
Right, let's see now. Let's examine
the
it.
runes are in no language you
well.
feel the source inside you swell up. Your power flows.
Let's just push some source into this.
Slabs.
Good find.
And rage, okay. So, drained. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Sheep shears. Could be fun to keep. Okay, let's see here now. So, of course, won't be using. Right. Yeah, well, worse. Right. Let's see here now. Can we equip all of it? Let's see here now.
It's been cursed.
Everything.
The armor set is complete.
Huzzah! I am now wearing the Tyrant's garb. Which has, by comparison, really good stats. Okay, not really good actually. Not anymore. My gear is actually starting to approach the same level. Although I do get the purge for free. For now at least. Right. Yes. Oh wait. I didn't pick up. I need to pick up more. God damn it! I forgot that that costs source. Thank you. Here we go. Now we can leave. Let's eat you.
My helmet seemed to stir just now. I'm guessing that's one of those shriekers.
Whatever it is, it looks dangerous.
It looks dead to me.
Rubbish.
I nearly took you for a magister and...
Well, calm your tits, calm your tits. Don't need to be so aggressive with me.
I smell burning. Are those pigs on fire?
Yes. Oh, let's wash this away.
Put it out! Put it out!
The pig is engulfed in flames, but her skin remains unsinged.
We've left in late. Can't you do anything?
The pig is clearly getting worked up. She seems on the verge of racing away.
Are you sure it will work? How do I know it? Okay, but I don't think... Yes, I have endured for this long. I can endure longer. But please, it is the... Many years ago...
Of course.
We dared warn of Brachus Rex's gluttonous cruelties. We paid the... Bring it...
Right, let's see here now.
At last, the fire is quenched. Thank you.
Yes.
The menacing skeletal...
So you dare defy the will of Brachus Rex, prepare to die, and so on and so forth. Let's get this over with.
What house?
But I obey our laws no longer. Their authority does not extend into the end. I hope this brings the discussion to an end. I don't like being roused from slumber, only to be greeted by such banality. I was a loyal servant of the Source King. I carry out his will in death as in life. Now, can we get down to the fighting? I was enjoying... It is not my place to question Brachus Rex's... Besides, there are far worse fates Brachus Rex could have visited upon you. This island itself is proof enough of that. I dare...
She moans impatiently.
Yes, I know he's dead. I am still obligated to perform his wishes. He may not live, but the threat... Who is to say? Could any curse be more grave than this interminable conversation? Now, let's get down...
Let's do this then.
Prepare yourself.
The Illuminator. A decent haul. Let's get some more source. Let's cleanse you.
At last, the fire is quenched.
Losa. You have less prepped. Bless you.
Lifted. Thank you, stranger.
Get some more source. Where's the next one? Oh, up here.
The flames are extinguished. Thank you.
And you're the last one. Let me just loot everything. Yes, the pigs are... The pigs are a good source of experience. Although, assuming you can... If you fail to convince them, they're a pain in the ass as they just run around and explode everything. Because they pay no attention to what they run on. Good, another source.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
So, we have one piggy left. And then we're going back to the beach. And that's actually going to be the last thing we do this evening. And mainly because, well...
At last, the fire is quenched. Thank you.
So, that... burning pigs. Right. And with this, we are heading back to the maze. Let's go through the maze and we'll see what this encounter is. What this encounter is. Right. Let's go. No. So, everybody take your positions, which means Sabile, get up there, Losa, get up there, Ifan, go up there, because who knows what the hell's going to happen here.
Sand spills through the cracks of the old stone. The symbols will curse anyone.
Right. Bless.
The lid flies open with a metallic squeal. A one-armed skeleton clad in a pristine coat unfolds himself from inside the chest.
Okay. This is not what I expected. This is gonna be
He rolls his neck, aligning spine and skull in a long, crackling chorus.
Yep.
Speak. Captain Sex Zapper, slaver of the seas, servant of the Source King.
I know him.
Thank you for your help, do I? Now, I'll thank you for your life.
Bring it.
Here before the first face I've seen in centuries, am I? It might do to make an ally.
Well, yes. It might.
Know my name, do you? But I don't know yours. A show of trust, the exchange of names. Take it kindly, do I? Go must I, as must you.
We'll see. This conversation isn't over yet.
I have a prize to seek. You have your life to cherish. A clever question, that is not.
I want that armor.
For your sake, may we...
I guess there's nothing to it then. So, what is this log? A quill, a book, my coat. This is what remains of me. All else he took. Brachus Rex. My soul jar's all he has over me. My hats, my boots, he'll never lay his dog's paw on those. So well have I hidden them. That power will be mine again. Those clothes the old tyrant gave me could bend even the most strong-willed to my whim. Have them again will I. None will be my master. Certainly not the Source King. My ship's waits in the old cove, protected by my barbed-tongued door. I need only wait and not forget. Wait and not forget. High and hail waves take us. 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 Okay. So no treasure. No shiny treasure. At least not yet. And I think that yet part is very important here. Worth remembering. He thinks Brachus Rex has the soul jar hold over him. That is not correct. I have it. So, if we end up in combat, I can just smash it. So, his cockiness is not well founded right now. But that's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Oh, Necromancer. Necromancer is better than health. Not yet. I want to know what I can learn from that guy. Wits and Huntsman is better than 1 point. No, I cannot take that yet. I need to remember to take a point in Scoundrel next level up. I desperately need to remember that. Hey, Seville.
You are awash with muddled thoughts, confusion, anger, sadness, loathing, a shocking absence of joy.
Well, that sounds fun. So... Alright, here's your enrage, here's your effect. I'm going to change your brew. Because we don't need accuracy, but we sure as hell need more crit shots. You can never have enough crit shots. Right, I just have some housekeeping to do at this point, but after that, I'm thinking we are going to wrap it up for tonight. Just clear that. So, with that, we have cleared most of the map at this point. We got a bit here to clear, and we've just walked around it. This is where we saw the Voidwoken, so we're gonna have a major encounter here. Then we have this area. This is where we saw the dragon, and then we have this area. So we are continuing. We're going to continue on this on Thursday. So I am guessing that we are probably going to be able to wrap up the Fort Joy area this week. But with that, I am going to call it an evening. I hope everybody's been enjoying themselves, and I hope to see you on Thursday. Have a good time until then.